Are you ready to turn your back on the ordinary 10% niacinamide or any high concentration niacinamide formulation out there after watching this video? Well, yes, I think you will. So carry on watching and you'll be totally convinced that this product is not the best product for you. Hi everyone, hopefully everyone's having a lovely day. I'm Shida Milmaz and welcome back to my channel. Really, the aim of this channel is to provide you facts, is to provide you education, it is to provide you guidelines, it is to provide you answer for your questions in order for you to create your ultimate best skincare routine to target your skin type and your skin needs. If that sounds good to you, give me a thumbs up now. Give me that thumbs up now, and then subscribe to my channel while you're at it. Okay, right, let's get into it. So today, as I said, I'm going to try and convince you not to touch this product again. No jokes. By the way, what I'm trying to say is what might work for you might not work for someone else, or what might work for me might not work for you. However, what I'm going to try and provide you is scientific evidence of why high concentration of niacinamide could be irritating on the skin. And as we know, irritation can cause more acne, irritation can cause more post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and that's something that I'm dedicated for you to avoid. As I always say, sometimes when we are treating our skin, we do the reverse damage. When we want to treat, we want to move forward. And that's why I feel when you are treating your skin, you have to be very, very careful in identifying what ingredients are best for your skin type and also needs, what potentially that ingredient could do for your skin in a negative way. Whilst we are going to be focusing both on negatives and positives in this video, I am also going to be focusing on why potentially high concentrations of any active ingredients, but specifically niacinamide in this video, could be the reason why you are getting more acne, why you are getting more irritation. So again, I have my notes here in front of me on my laptop. We have to first understand why we have to use niacinamide. Niacinamide is one of the most talked ingredients. Call it overrated, call it underrated. It does actually get a lot of publicity from every kind of influencer out there, and I think it's got a great PR. It's one of those star ingredients that I think deserves its claim. Unlike, for example, sodium hyaluronate, I think we talk so much about it, but then again, there are equally good ingredients out there that do provide similar characteristics to sodium hyaluronate or hyaluronic acid, which I'm going to be touching on that for my next video. Whereas with niacinamide, I feel like it actually does deserve the credit that is given to. Right, so what are the benefits of niacinamide, if you didn't know? So number one, it is good for inflammation because it's an anti-inflammatory. Anti-inflammatory ingredients reduces redness on your skin. This is very common with people suffering with rosacea, for eczema, acne, where you want to reduce the inflammation. In other words, reduce the redness on the skin. Number two, it's a very good ingredient to boost skin barrier repair. What this actually means that it actually boosts ceramide production. Ceramide are the number one ingredient or number one factor into having a healthy skin. So studies actually has proven that even at lower concentrations at 2%, niacinamide has actually accelerated ceramide production on the skin and actually reduced transepidermal water loss. So when you actually increase the ceramide production and reduce the water loss from the skin, what you are doing is you are actually keeping that hydration, that very important water content within your skin that gives your skin the plumpness, that gives your skin that healthy even glow, that gives your skin that healthy look that is able to tackle any kind of problem that could be arising from skin barrier damage. Niacinamide is also a great firming ingredient because it also boosts collagen production, and collagen as well as ceramides as well as hydration on our skin deteriorates as we age, unfortunately. So that's why niacinamide is so important to be included in your skincare, because it compensates for that loss of collagen, loss of hydration, loss of ceramides. So I've lost count now, but another great reason why you should be using niacinamide in your skincare routine is because it's a great for pigmentation problems. So that could be post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation that is caused by acne. It can also be pigmentation as in melasma. It could be also sunspots, uneven skin tone due to sun damage. So niacinamide actually assists in preventing transfer of melanosomes, which is a sacs of brown pigment, from your melanocytes, which is your cells that produce the pigment melanin, to the surrounding cells. So what you are doing is you're inhibiting that reaction. So you're not causing pigmentation in the first place. And when you are not causing pigmentation, then you don't have to treat it. Another great reason to use niacinamide is, especially if you have oily skin types, is that it has the ability to control your sebum. Your sebum essentially means that your oil that is produced by your sebaceous glands. So your sebaceous glands produces oil that gets transferred to the top part of the skin, and niacinamide has the great ability to absorb that, to reduce that activity of your glands. That essentially means that they would produce less oil. So if you have a combination to oily skin, it is a great ingredient to balance that oil production. So hopefully by the end of this, now you can totally convince that yes, niacinamide is a great ingredient for me. So I'm a cosmetic formulator. I personally love producing products with niacinamide for all these reasons that I've just listed to you. Because it's probably the only ingredient that is in every single one of my formulations, despite what I'm aiming to treat. So now let's talk about the pairing. So I always feel with every single ingredient product out there, it's best if you combine them with other ingredients. That's the reason why I don't believe in a one ingredient based strategy of brands. Don't get me wrong, Ordinary has definitely changed the way skincare is seen. It has created a whole industry for skincare, and it's all started from The Ordinary. And I remember when I was just starting in skincare, this was back in 2011, 2012, when I was doing my formulations. Ordinary was actually just coming up, and I said to myself at the time, this is great, a brand is actually so focused on ingredients, because at the time when Ordinary was formed, no one would be able to say niacinamide 10% zinc, oh yes, I'm going to be using this. Everyone was so focused on brands that no one was really focused on ingredients. No one was selecting skincare products just because it had an ingredient of niacinamide, sodium hyaluronate, panthenol, vitamin C. However, since Ordinary, there's been a lot of skincare influencer industry arising just to decode what niacinamide is and what it's good at, and just to decode the INCI list. That's the reason why I feel like, yes, we've now known to understand the benefits of X, Y, and Z ingredients, but now it's actually the time to start consuming these ingredients in one single product, rather than going for 10% niacinamide and then 2% hyaluronic acid and 15% vitamin C, and literally layering and layering lots of different active ingredients at its most highest concentrations, which essentially would irritate your skin, which essentially would start to cause you more problems down the line. Let me get niacinamide at the most optimum concentration that it works out without causing an irritation, and that's between 2 to 5%. Let me get hyaluronic acid at the concentration where it's most absorbed at. Let me get vitamin C at the concentration where it does not cause you any sensitivity. And let me combine these products together in one single formula. So when the consumer is using, they're using only one product, and they're using at the concentration where there's no irritation, and that's, for me, is the foundation of having an effective and simplistic skincare. So let's talk about what other ingredients, what other active ingredients where niacinamide works well with. So niacinamide and zinc in this formula. It's great for blemish control. So this is called high strength vitamin and mineral blemish control. So zinc is actually a mineral ingredient. Zinc is a mineral ingredient and niacinamide is a vitamin. So it's vitamin B3, so they combine together to produce a blemish control. Niacinamide and vitamin C. So niacinamide and vitamin C, not vitamin C L-ascorbic acid, because vitamin C L-ascorbic acid, for it to be as effective it needs to be at lower concentrations, okay? Whereas niacinamide, for it to be effective, it needs to be at a stable pH, which is the same pH as our skin, pH 5, pH 5.5. Whereas vitamin C, ascorbic acid, it needs to be, is only effective at lower concentrations. So when you combine them together in one single formula, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work unless it is encapsulated. Whereas niacinamide would work great for other vitamin C ingredients such as sodium ascorbyl phosphate, for me, my favorite vitamin C, or THD, or magnesium ascorbyl phosphate. So these also work at pHs that are compatible with the skin and therefore compatible with niacinamide. The reason why you combine niacinamide and vitamin C is for an antioxidant property, and also for a skin brightening property, because vitamin C is a great skin brightening ingredient. It evens out skin tone. Again, as I said, it reduces the tyrosine enzymatic process that transfers your pigment to the surface of the skin. So when you are combining it with niacinamide, you can see great results in evening out your skin tone. Let's talk about now aging. So niacinamide, when it's actually combined with ceramide, sodium hyaluronate, with peptides, it actually, again, boosts the collagen production, it boosts hydration. So that cocktail is very good in reversing signs of aging. So yeah, that's the word actually that I was looking for, cocktail. You want to make a cocktail of ingredients. Oh, I love that. Maybe I should call my product this My Serum Cocktail. I do like that. I love that. Another favorite of mine is actually combining niacinamide and salicylic acid, and I've actually done a whole dedicated video for that. So niacinamide and BHA, salicylic acid, works really well to control your sebum production, so it reduces your oil production. So when you combine them together, it essentially has the dual effect of reducing the oil but fighting the bacteria of your acne as well, and it actually reduces inflammation, and because it reduces inflammation, it reduces your acne. And that's what I always formulate with. If I'm targeting acne control, I always combine niacinamide and BHA together, because they synergistically, they just elevate each other, and they work really well in controlling that acne. Right, now let's talk about the studies done on niacinamide, okay? So most trials and studies actually have been conducted on 5% niacinamide. There is very minimal studies conducting of niacinamide 10%. It actually says that when you start increasing the concentration of niacinamide, you can see irritation arising. Irritation can be arising from lots of different perspectives. It can arise because you already have a sensitive skin barrier. It can be arising because you have a damaged skin barrier. It could be a reactive skin, which means that it's a sensitive or sensitized skin. These are all the reasons why I always say, start slow, start slow, start slow. Now let me try and convince you with scientific facts. So a topical niacinamide in the form of commercial 4% gel, Papulex, so this is have been a scientific study done on this, has been shown to provide a potent anti-inflammatory activity in the treatment of acne vulgaris. So they have found after 8 weeks of usage, 82% of subjects with inflammatory acne showed improvement in global evaluation, with a significant reduction of papules of 60%, 4%, this is 4% niacinamide, right? The most important thing is that 82% of the subjects actually saw an improvement in their acne with just using 4% niacinamide. So, you know, we have a study there. 4% is sufficient. Following studies also go and note that anything up to and above the concentration of 10% niacinamide has shown to induce irritation and stinging sensation. I follow up with another study. 76 patients were randomly assigned to apply niacinamide gel at 4%, okay? And twice a day, daily for 8 weeks. So 8 weeks is generally the number of weeks that we actually assign a study on. Again, 82% of those treatments, of those people who have been treated with 4% niacinamide, has actually showed an improvement. So 4% niacinamide has been shown to be as effective as 1% clindamycin phosphate, which is an antibiotic for acne. So here you go, you have it. The studies confirm that 4% of niacinamide is equal to an antibiotic dosage for the treatment of acne. So then I ask you, why do you need 10% if there are studies showing you that 4%, 5% are sufficient? So hopefully now I've convinced you, but you're going to be telling me, but Cheatham, I love using this product and I have this product, so how do I use it then without getting the signs of irritation? And I have you covered for that as well, because I'm here to serve you. I'm just here to make your skincare journey much more enjoyable and much more effective without causing you any irritation. So I hope I can answer that question for you now as well. Let's get into that section. If, for example, you do have this product, I would definitely not recommend to use it day and night, because I've tried doing that. I've literally put my skin on the testing line, and I've used this. That's why it's like nearly quarter finished. I used it day and night for 1 week, and I swear you not, normally I get 1 or 2 acne, just before my menstrual cycle, but I've actually had 5 acne, like really like painful acne arising just a week after using this, and therefore I just stopped using it. If you have this product and you're like, Cheatham, but I really want to use it, how I would recommend you using this is use it maybe every other day, once a day, and mix it with your moisturizer. If your moisturizer does not contain niacinamide already, even if it contains niacinamide, let's say, you can easily get 3-4 drops of this niacinamide booster, which is essentially what I think should be used as a booster, and then apply it with your moisturizer together. So then what you're doing is then you're diluting the 10% niacinamide with your moisturizer, and when you're applying it together, it's not going to be that high strength active 10% active form touching your skin. You are diluting it, and try that for 3 times a week, and if your skin is okay with that, then you can essentially ramp it up to everyday use. This way is then the best way to introduce the niacinamide into your routine, and then slowly, maybe after a couple of months of using niacinamide at this concentration, with a blend of your moisturizer, then only if your skin is okay to take on more and you have proven to yourself that you're actually getting no purging, no reaction, no sensitivity from niacinamide high concentration, then what I would suggest you to do is to use it once a day, either during the day or during the night. It doesn't matter. It is an antioxidant which works really well during the day, and it's also a skin repair agent which works really well at night. So you can use it day and night, but use it once a day and not 2 times a day. If you are using niacinamide, please write down below, yes, I'm using niacinamide and this is the brand. And if you're also interested in my skincare products that contains the perfect cocktail, yes, I can't believe I've got that name right. I love that name. I'm gonna start using cocktail. There's cocktails for everything. If you are looking for products that contains a cocktail of active ingredients in their most effective form, then I'm going to leave a link down below to my skincare brand, Cheatham, which is my name, by the way. How original is that? And please do go and check it out. I also have a special discount for my watchers. The discount code is below as well. And love you all. Have a lovely day. Bye.